Hello, welcome to Bubba Rocks Media. It's my favorite time, the rising bands. And I am very excited to be joined by a Finnish band with a grunge sound, but with their own melancholic Gothic twist. I'm really excited, guys, to be joined by the band Pretty. And if we'll just start right with you guys, just first of all, introducing yourselves, just who you are, your name, and what you do in the band.
Okay. I'm Hene and Eetu from Finland. I'm a singer from Pretty.
Yeah, my name is Eetu Riikonen. I'm the guitar player from the band Pretty, and here we are.
You guys have such cool names.
Thank you.
Love it. But look, I got into the band actually because of my son. He literally got me into you guys because I'm stuck in the 90s and the 2000s. That's early 2000s. That's my vibe. That's my music. And I said to him, "What?
Us as well.
Yay!" Well, yeah, I can tell by your sound. And I just asked him, like, any new bands that you recommend. And now this is us in the UK, in Ireland, and you guys and the Vantages, that's his two favorite bands of all. He says you're brilliant. So that's why I checked you out, and I was like, yes, I love you. Because obviously my vibe, I was a grunger back in the days, Nirvana, all that, loved it.
Yeah.
But so you're also a band of like 7 people, isn't that right? And all from different bands from the Helsinki scene. And so I'm curious, how did that all come about, first of all, and why all the different bands into one new band?
I mean, actually, it was really like a COVID thing, pretty much, because we had like this massive group of friends who were all like musicians, and then we just started like fuck around in our practice space, and then we just added some more friends along the way. But it really started off as like a 4 or 5 piece without me.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah. Our guitarist Ivari sent me a message one day, just asking, "Do you want to start a grunge band and just fucking play around and do something?" Because COVID was so boring. There was nothing to do. So I was like, "Yeah, sure. Who's gonna be in it?" And we had these guys from like our past bands, and just figured it out. Like we were first we were thinking like it's gonna be a 3 or 4 piece. Yeah, 4 piece. And then we had band practice with another band with about all the members we have here at the moment, except for Ed. Actually,
Yeah,
you were just coming around to like jam out, and then they all just kind of stayed. And yeah, pretty much that's how it happened.
And the rest was history.
Yes,
pretty much.
Love it. I actually, like I said earlier there, I loved the sound of the band. And again, that's just my grunge days. And I love the mix that you've added in with it. So you've kind of created a modern twist with like the melancholy, the Gothic vibe within it too. And there's like almost like your own genre, which I always love to see with new bands creating their own sound. I think that's really cool. And it gets me excited. I love it. But can you tell me, just from your own, like probably just from you guys, maybe you can't speak for the rest of them, but who are you fans of that has helped to create this current sound that you have?
well, for me, there's a shit ton of bands. So I had my like phase with hair metal, Guns N' Roses, Hana Rocks, and all that. But in like grunge, Alice in Chains was like the biggest one for me. But I'm a massive Oasis fan,
Oh,
like
cool.
a huge Oasis fan. We actually just went to Wembley.
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, it was fucking awesome. But anyways, there's a lot of like it's like a melting pot for me at the end of the day. And of course, we're from Finland. I do love him. Like it was, yeah, it was a big band for me when I was younger. So
Yeah.
so there has to be something from that as well. But yeah, a lot of 90s stuff, and also like the punk age, like Dead Boys and all of that, where the attitude comes from.
Love it. But that's what I'm saying. It's just there is like a real mix, because I was even saying that I could hear a bit of Oasis, and I can't remember which song it was, but I could definitely hear some. But like I was saying, that like maybe that's another reason why you guys are starting to create a buzz around here, in the UK, because the sound is the kind of sound that people from the UK like. It's just when I announced, that I was interviewing you, like I was getting DMs from people saying, "Oh my God," and they're like asking this, asking that, asking the other. So we have a few wee questions for you as well. But what I'd also like to ask is your creative process. How does that work with so many people in the band? But just because you are all, good musicians from great bands from the scene, how does that work? And then how do you manage the time, with lots of other bands, to have that time then for Pretty?
I'll let you take this one.
About the time question, I'd say we manage, but yeah, I mean, it's mostly like when thinking about the creative process, it's like because we have so many members, as you said, that we have such a huge amount coming back to the influence part that we just have our own ways of creating alone, and we rarely like make songs in like our practice space.
Yeah.
So we either make them at home with like a smaller group out of the group, and the other way is that we just go to a studio and like do it.
Figure
Really,
it out.
yeah. But it's really like been like super amazing to have like these, all of us 7 musicians who just create some riffs, and me and Hene make some lyrics, and it's just like it's always worked like that, and we haven't really thought about it. It just happens and creates like, because we did have like this grunge era thing, like the first EP and that, but now the sound has evolved because we've added a member like Jasse, who is our 4th guitarist. And
by accident,
yeah,
actually.
and Jasse is like, he really loves his hardcore music, and it's like we just have all of these amazing genres that we like put them to the palette and like work on it.
I love that though, because when you do have band members together, you can hear the separate influences within the songs, and I do like that. And for me anyway, like I love him, but I also love Slayer. There's like I have such a mix that I love, and that's why your songs are so great, just because they have that vibe where you're like, oh, what's happening now? It's great. Like I love that within it. But like, we're gonna play a song, and the first song we're gonna play is the newest one, In Blue. So here we go. This is In Blue. Okay, that was In Blue. Awesome. And I love the guitars in that one. And the vocals, duh. Love your vocals, dude. So this was actually the first song of yours that I listened to. And it did hook me in straight away. Obviously there's the grunge side of it, the heavier, the more melancholy side, just the total mix of everything within that song. And like I said, your vocals, insane. Can you tell me the inspo behind this song? And were there any challenges when recording it?
It's your turn.
Yes. Always when I start writing, I start with an acoustic guitar. I never do anything with like an electric guitar unless I'm at the studio trying to figure like stuff out later. But in my head, it was just like a story of a person who was in love with basically a dominatrix.
Interesting.
Yeah. So, but it's not like definitely that, but you know
Yeah.
what I mean. It's like it's all in the subtext. The subtext. Yeah. Anyways, uh, I think I brought it to practice. I had some sort of demo of it and just brought it to practice, and we figured it out pretty much. And that's how it always kind of goes. But I did. I think I had the first verse and no hook at all for like 3 or 4 months, and then we had a show we had to play it in, so I was under pressure. So I wrote it pretty quickly. That's my habit of doing things in the last minute, pretty much. But yeah,
The ADHD way.
yeah,
Yeah, that's
definitely.
me anyway. Yeah, we work best that way. I'm curious then, is there like a reason why you like to write using acoustic rather than electric as a non-musician? I'm always curious about that kind of thing. Now I am learning guitar, but
Mhm.
I suck. But
Yeah,
I'm just curious as to the difference then. Is there one? Or is it just a preference?
I guess it's the sort of solitude feeling in a
Mm,
way, just being on your couch and doing whatever at the same time. You just, I have a great guitar with this built-in reverb, which is fucking awesome. So you get in the mood pretty much. And also because I'm a shit guitarist, yeah, I do the basic chords and nothing else, and maybe like some uh lead melody things with one string and one
mm.
finger. I'm really
I'm
not
a
that
one,
great.
I like the one string. Yeah, that's
Yeah,
my.
yeah.
Oh gosh, it's so hard. It is hard to learn. And this was my whole reasoning behind why I started to learn. Like my partner and my son are both guitarists. And I just said, look, I want to learn because I want to see the process that musicians and bands go through, mastering, you know, the instrument, writing the songs, getting out there, doing all the stuff. The amount of work goes into it. So I just want to emphasize that. And that's why I started learning, just so I can show people that it's not easy. So I like the honesty there as well. And what I also do is I like I said, I like to get as much information from more established bands like yourselves for the brand new bands starting out. And like I said, they ask me lots of questions to ask you as well. Nowadays, I've noticed that a lot of new bands are feeling overwhelmed, just with what to do, where to begin, and how to get yourself out there. Do you have any like tips for now for these brand new bands to help give them motivation and inspiration, but a bit of a reality check?
Do you want to answer this, or we both have a lot of things to say? But
Yes.
Say
Um,
it.
I think this might come as a bit of a downer for some people, but I think it all comes down to the songs, really.
Mm,
It's like you'll just have to work on it if you're a shit writer. And like, I mean, I wasn't so good myself,
mm,
like a few years, like 10 years from now. But it's really like when you get hit like a certain level of energy in your group, you'll just have this like I think we're young still. We're like 27, 28 years old. And
who's 28?
not you.
No,
All right. Well,
I still
27.
have time.
We're at the rock and roll age, as they speak.
Oh dear, yeah. Good luck.
Yeah, but it's
Um,
good this interview is now.
yeah. Yeah.
Just in case.
Yeah.
But yeah, really, it all comes down to like the energy you have within the group that you'll just have to have this like, I mean, you could be like the worst band of all time, but if you have that like energy within you to bring it to the people and to just have fun within the group, I think
Mm,
that's like all that really matters. It's like, then after that comes the songs, which is like the bread in like music, because we don't really do much unless you're like a noise band or something. Then that's cool in another way. But if you want to write good songs, then you'll have to start with that, even though you wouldn't be like a great guitar player or anything. It's just like, show us how you feel through the songs that you make.
Fucking have fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Without that, you don't have anything. But the reality check that I'm gonna give you, the thing that I hate the most is the social media part. You have to do it, and we're so shit at it. Like we're not good. We're not active enough. But we're gonna be more active in the future.
Nobody's active.
No, yeah, because of like how big of an impact like TikTok has and all that. But we don't have a TikTok account for our band. Yeah, and it feels wrong to like. It kind of feels wrong to do one, but if that's the way you want to go, then do it. But we don't want to make any fucking comedic videos just to like, yeah, give. It's weird. It's a weird way to like promote your music or your art in a way to start doing some other art form just to lure people in. But do your social media, take good pictures, have fun with friends, have some attitude.
Attitude always works.
Yeah.
I like that you did touch on social media, because it is actually a necessary evil now, and bands either love it or hate it, and like there seems to be no in between. But even from like a journalist's perspective, from my perspective, I'm literally going on to social media to look for bands to interview and shout about, and ooh, fly, and just like I'm going on, but I'm looking for songs, I'm looking for music. So I have the sound on. I know there's a lot of people are scrolling without sound on, but it is vital. And if you can get on as many of them as possible, like TikTok one, it's more for like background, personality, getting to know the band, and Instagram would be more, I think, of like a business card almost. That you can go on, somebody like me, I can just go on and find as much information. I can get the songs, I can get the music and things like that. So from that perspective, it is absolutely necessary as well. Unfortunately, guys, it's needed. I know. But moving on as well here, because I had a lot of DMs, like I said, recently there, and it's the new kids like that are messaging me, and they often ask certain questions. And the most common one recently has been about imposter syndrome. And they want to ask, first of all, do you guys get it? And second of all, have you tips or tricks on how to overcome it at all?
I do get it all the time. Yeah. Maybe for no reason, maybe for some reason. It's just at the end of the day, all you can do is just ride the wave and just keep
The
on
artist
going.
way, isn't it? Like it is. It's the creator way, the artist way. We're all like, we all get it. But it's more, as well, like knowing when to accept that something's good. Like, does that happen over time? Does that just, like, I know when you're first starting out, everything's brand new and you're like, I don't know. But then as you write decent songs, people are saying, dude, that song's awesome. Does that grow? Like, it's bound to with you guys, because that recent EP is insane. It's really good. So how do you then know, if you write a new song, does that, like, the imposter syndrome, does it remain, or do you just kind of learn to put it over there?
We just make new, better ones.
Yes.
Just keep going.
Yes. Ride the wave.
No.
Yeah. But it always comes back in a way, but you just have to learn to deal with it in a way. Like when I write a song, I think it's the best song ever made. Then we record it, and after that it's the worst song ever made, and then after that it's an okay song and people like it.
I mean,
So
whenever the song gets to the mixing board, it's like
Mm.
hear it and you're like, I would have done everything again. Like this doesn't work at all. But
yeah,
then it's just the thing, because if you listen to a song too much, then it just starts to sound like shit, and then you have to take a break. And then when you come back to it, you're like, it's amazing. And I personally, I don't really listen to the songs I've recorded or released.
yeah, not after
Yeah.
release. Yeah, I listened to them for like a week on repeat after the release. Then the next time probably like takes a year. Like
That's
Yeah.
fascinating.
yeah, but it's because when you record it and when you mix it and when you practice it, you listen to it like hundreds of times. So after the release, I really couldn't give a fuck.
And there's a lot of times there's like large amounts of emotion connected to the songs. And
Mm.
whenever you release it, it's like you just let it go, and then you take a break from it. And when you come back, you can have these emotions again. But it's like, I don't want to like wallow in it too much, really.
Mm. That's fascinating because from a fan perspective, um, we're the opposite. We'll hear the song, and then if any people are like me, they'll just, because it hits the dopamine, and then you just put it on repeat, and you just want to constantly listen to the same song over and over and over again. I've actually done that with a few of your songs. So, like from our perspective as a fan, we just want to keep hearing it. Whereas you guys, I can understand as well. Like even for me, I don't really rewatch my interviews because I'm just like, can't watch myself. Yeah.
Johnny
So-
Depp doesn't watch his own movies after he's filmed them.
Is that right?
So,
Does he not?
yeah.
Oh, see, that's fascinating. Oh my gosh, I'm learning so much here. What I'd also like to ask you guys is like working in a band now with a lot of other good musicians within the same band from other bands. Have you guys like learned new things about yourselves as songwriters and musicians from the other guys?
I've learned so much from these guys. Like, I can hook a cable now. I was, I know so much more about uh, I'm all self like taught as a musician. So I actually like knew nothing technical in a way, and
Mm-hmm.
learned. And because he's such a great songwriter, and I've been a fan of his, like uh his Finnish solo stuff for a long time before we even started Pretty. So there's a lot of like lyrical things I've stole from him in a way, but now it doesn't matter because he can't sue me. We're in the same band, so and he can't afford a lawyer, so it's all good. But yeah, just a lot of important and unimportant things, but uh, yeah, yeah. What's up with you?
What's up? Um, I mean, I think I've like doubled my creativity when I joined Pretty. It's like I've had like this in the same way as each and every one of us in the group. We've had like bands ever since we were like 12, 13 years old or something. And the first bands are always like these rock bands, these like youth gone wild. Fucking yeah. But yeah, exactly. But yeah, it's because I've had like this solo career that's still going on that I write in Finnish, and it's like a lot more light than what Pretty is. And Hene as well is doing in Finnish, solo project. And I think we're like, we support each other's like other things so much.
Yeah,
Like, of course, we have like all these bands, like our guitarist Ivari has Lucas Oja and etc.
Yeah.
But then when we work with Pretty, I think like between me and Hene, at least from my perspective, it's always like this super healthy competition that we just want to make better songs all the time. And then as long as we're together in the same place, I think like the creativity is like unlimited. And I've learned that from like all of these guys with me.
Yeah. And like you mentioned there, I know you guys do have other projects where you're singing in Finnish. Do you prefer to sing in Finnish or in English? And I've asked a lot of Finnish bands this question. Just it fascinates me, people who are able to speak fluently in other languages. And like, I know that the English language itself is easier with a lot of words, like the word love. We use it loosely for everything. We love everything. But I know in Finnish it's more restrictive. So do you find writing lyrics easier in English then?
I guess it's more loose in a way. With singing, I think well, until I was like 21, I always sang in English. Like, and when I started doing like side projects in Finnish, it was kind of hard to make that like what's a transition? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, because the voicing is all weird, and yeah, it was not fun. I do like it now in a way. I guess it's you can kind of get more like personal in Finnish, but I do love it in English. It's I think the energy is different.
And I think also because all of us, all seven of us, are like musicians, because as kids we had a lot of time to like listen and a lot of time to learn from music that we listened to, really. And 95% of it was really in English that we've listened to, at least. And then like some big Finnish names that we still listen to, but like the Finnish is just, it's just like this vessel for like poetry and lyricism that doesn't really exist in Finland. But then when you write in English, it's more like emotion based, really.
Yeah. I love that. And like that's even like how I connect with songs is emotion. It's always been that way for me. But yeah, like see for new fans that are discovering you guys now, what song do you recommend to them to start with to listen to? Out of yours.
Heard from our own songs?
Yeah.
I I think Under the Weather and maybe Dark as the Sky and In Blue.
Yeah, out of the songs we've released, because yeah, something's bubbling.
Yeah, something might come up.
Oh, interesting. Well, like I mentioned earlier, the band is like starting to create a wee buzz over here in the UK. And save my DMs because they're gonna hit me up with it and they're gonna keep asking me, are you guys planning to come outside of Finland anytime soon?
That's the plan.
Yeah, definitely.
At least like we've talked about it with Hene multiple times, and I think for us it's always been like that we really want to like come to the islands and like really hit Europe at least. Not sure about the US now, but we'll see in a couple years. Yeah.
Hopefully, it also comes down to money at the end of the day. And yeah, but we are trying our best, and I love England, I love Ireland. I would love to come.
Well, the fans want you, so it's going to happen one day soon, guys. You heard it here. But in the meantime, I'm actually coming to Helsinki for Tuska next year, and yeah, I'm excited. And
been, funnily enough, I've never been there, but I'm not a festival dude, so
No, you have to go. But like we're gonna actually also try to hit a few live shows. I love going to live shows. It's my favorite thing. And I've had like Barloose and On the Rocks, those types of venues all recommended. So we'll definitely be going and seeing if I can catch a few shows. But can you let us know as well as the fans, what can we expect from a live show from Pretty? Because I'm guessing it's going to sound insane with all the guitar players too.
It's an absolute hurricane and an absolute fucking wall of sound.
Thank you.
Perfectly said.
Yes.
The other thing is, I'm always curious because I ain't someone that wants to get on a stage. No, I'm not getting on a stage. Do you guys get pre-show nerves still? And if so, what do you do to overcome them for the new kids out there that are listening?
I do, like, really bad. My solution is vomit. Not every time because it kind of hurts your throat, but vomit and just go out there and then you forget it. Like, it's all you can do. Just get yourself out there.
Because once you're on stage, it's fine. Is that right?
Yeah, after like the first 30 seconds, I forget totally everything else. So yeah, it's funnily enough, it's my favorite place in the world. It's just the fucking going there, which is scary.
Well, it's good to hear though that other people get it, because I know a lot of the new bands, like they're saying, you know, like it's so nervous, I don't know what to do, and everybody gets nervous by the looks of it, because everybody I've spoken to have said the same thing.
Yeah.
But anyway, speaking of music, we're going to play another song, and this time we're going to play Blackouts. And I absolutely love the grunge vibes to this one. It hooked me in straight away. And again, look, if it's grunge, I'm going to love it. But you guys do it right, you know, because there's a lot of people that are doing grunge and it's just not capturing the feeling of back in the day, but also having your own vibe as well, which is what you guys are doing. Can you tell me, with the creation of the song, what you liked most about it?
Wow.
It has a funny story, actually. The lyrics and the vocal melody.
And the riff.
Yeah, but
Yes.
this is all you. This is all you. So it's on you.
Yeah, you're right. Actually, I wrote this riff when I was 14. Yeah. Like 13 years ago, something like that. And it's one with the others of like the first songs that we released. Like the EP has Blackouts, and then Darkest Disguise riff is another one that I wrote like in like high school or something. And I just didn't have a place to put them, really. And then as long as we found that energy with Pretty, it was like I just started going through old stuff, and it was like massive as long as we found that spot with the riffs, with like all three guitarists then and four now, that when you play those riffs, it's like fucking next level, really. But the lyrics.
Yeah, I think I had a version of them, and I had the idea, and there was the word blackouts.
Yeah.
But when we were at the studio and I was supposed to record the vocals, or just a bit before that, I went to Eetu and I said, it's not working. Like, this is not going to work. So he took his guitar, sat somewhere, came back in like, I don't know, 5 minutes. And you have to sing this. This is the vocal melody. These are the lyrics. And I was like, oh, fucking great. And I loved it. And it's so much better than what I did. It made no sense.
No, I that always fascinates me, especially if you've had a riff from like over a decade ago, and then it works in something later on in the future. Like, that's a good lesson for kids, by the way. Store everything.
Yes, exactly.
You never know. Yeah.
Never throw shit
Great.
away.
Yeah, you just never know.
Mm.
So I want to talk about vocals now, Hene. I am a fan of vocals, always have been, from my Kurt Cobain days to Vila Valo and all in between.
Mm.
You've got a great knack of doing the rasp, which I love. And then you can also slide up into your falsetto just with pure ease. And like that, I think that's amazing to be able to do. And what I'd love to hear from you is, for new singers who are like hearing you and going, I want to do that. Is there like a technique to learn like the boundaries of your vocal without damaging it? Or is it just, oh, that hurt, I'm not going to do that again?
Oh, I'm such the wrong guy to ask, because, well, I've had a rasp in my voice because of naughty things I did in the past. A lot. And I've been smoking since I was like 12 or something. So I've had a raspy voice in a way since I was like 16 or something. And I think what made it kind of worse is when I had my first band, I didn't know how to sing like quietly at all. So I just shouted everything, and it hurt my voice so bad. And later on, I started to like recognize when the hurting is when it's hurting my voice as well as my throat. But it's just practice, 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 and shouting, 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 and you'll find it in the end somehow. Pretty much, yeah. But I've been practicing a lot, and I think the first time I felt comfortable with my vocals was like 3 or 4 years ago. Before that, I hated it. Like, I hated listening to it. Like, really, I couldn't, in a way. But now I'm feeling good about it. But it's, yeah, practice.
And that honesty is refreshing too, because again, the kids they have this pressure to feel that, I don't know if it's social media influence or what it is nowadays, but they have this pressure to feel they have to be perfect straight away.
Yeah,
which
no.
isn't realistic at all for bands, because they're always evolving. So I appreciate that. That would be really helpful for them.
And I was really shit, like, in the beginning. Like, my first instrument was the drums, and how old I was probably like 14. And when I decided I'm gonna start singing, and I started practicing my singing, like in the basement of our house. And one day I came up after practicing, my mom came up to me and she was like, "Are you sure? I think the drums would be the better one. The things that stick with." And I was like, "Fuck you." So yeah, just stick to it. If it makes you happy, you don't have to be great for a long while.
Yeah, you know what? That's kind of like a similar story for my son. He's now a singer, and when he first started, like, I've always been real with him, and I've just said to him, "Dude, you've got the foundation there. I can hear it. You just need to work on it." And fair play to him, he did. He worked and worked and worked, and now he's brilliant. And I'll tell him straight. I'm like, "Dude, you're brilliant." So honesty too is the best way.
Definitely.
Can I also ask you? I ask this to a lot of bands. Again, I'm always mindful of the kids that are watching and listening. What is the best advice that you've been given so far in the music industry that you think might be valuable for them?
The record label is not your friend or your family, pretty much.
Very true.
What about you?
So many things. uh, I mean, really, like the best advice is like the thing that everyone says is just don't listen to others.
Yeah.
Like, do it yourself, have fun. Like that goes to like every single other band that says like fans or not fans, of course, but like people who say that you can't do it, like other bands who like wouldn't want to play with you or something. Well, and of course count in the like the record label thing and all of that. So yeah,
Yeah.
do you?
And it's okay to play a shit show. It's okay to release a bad song. It's okay to fail. It's just keep on going.
I don't know what that is.
Yes.
Sorry.
Learning as we go along. Failure is not failure. It is just a lesson of what not to do. That's all it is.
Yes.
Say for like, I like to ask this one as well. It's can you remember, like, can you recall the first time that you ever got on stage to perform in front of people? Now, this could be you were a kid, you were a teenager, and did anything happen that stayed with you? Because for me, I was forced to go dancing. I didn't want to go dancing. I wanted to learn martial arts. But I got thrown into it, and they literally had to push me onto a stage. I did not like it, so that put me off ever wanting to get on stage. But I'm curious because you guys now are on stage performing a lot. Was there something that happened that made you go, oh, yes, I'm going to do this?
For me, it's quite the opposite. I had this like band. I was probably like 12 years old or something, and we just played like Guns N' Roses covers and that. And yeah, I was the singer, and there was a lot to do Guns N' Roses covers as a singer. So I sang at least performatively, but no one could hear me because I was so fucking afraid. And it was terrible. And then other bands from like the Finnish scene then were like, the singer is fucking shit. And there were like a bunch of 18-year-olds going after a 12-year-old singer of like this band that played random places. And then after that, I was like, I'm not going to do this again. But then took me a couple months, and then I really started, and look at us now.
We're beautiful.
Amen. Oh, that's nice.
Well, I remember my first performance as a child when I was in like kindergarten or something. I was in a French kindergarten, and we had like a Christmas show or something. And when it was my part, I'm not even sure I was supposed to sing or was it acting or anything, but it was in French, and I forgot every single word I was supposed to say or sing.
What did you do?
I stood there and just looked at the grown-ups, like
Oh,
just froze. And I remember I can still kind of see their faces when I think about it. And it was not encouraging at all in a way. But my first gig as like a musician, I had like terrible stage fright, and I had this big hat on, and my girlfriend at the time after the show said that it, the shaking of my hat was like visible from I was so anxious on stage. It was awful.
It's like cartoon.
Yeah, definitely. It was like a huge hat, and it went like this. Yeah, but it was great. I had a blast.
and you learned.
Yes. Stop shaking.
Just don't shake. Don't wear a big hat.
Yeah.
Lesson learned.
Don't shake, kids. Oh, don't shake your baby.
And see,
Oh yes.
see for your story too, like with the 18-year-olds picking on you, it's like if I'd have been there, because if that was my son, I'd be in fighting them all. That's the Irish in me. We're fighters. Like I'll fight. Don't pick on wee ones. Terrible.
Yeah.
Right. Anyway, so moving along. I would like to know, is there somebody dead or alive that you would love to write a song with?
Loads of people. I would probably think I'd start off with, let's say, Paul McCartney. I think he's the best songwriter
nice.
of all time.
Yeah.
Really, nothing much to say. And after that, I would go for Bruce Springsteen.
There's so many. I'd have to go with Noel Gallagher. You know, even though he scares the fucking shit out of me, but I do love him. Yeah, but yeah, he's one of my favorites of all time. So I'd be afraid but happy. And who else? Jerry. I was in Jerry. Yeah, Jerry Cantrell, definitely. Yeah, that would be cool.
You never know.
Oh, Julian Casablancas, The Strokes. Love The Strokes.
The Strokes, yeah.
He's a weird guy. I like that.
I like weird too. Weird is always best.
Yeah.
Anyone who's normal? Yeah, normal's boring. Right, so we're going to play another song now, and it is Under the Weather. I actually love the heavy guitars in this one. It speaks to my love of heavy as well. And you guys are, I just know you're going to be insane live. So hopefully when I'm over next year, you'll have a wee show. That'd be so cool to catch. But I'm also curious, have you learned anything over the years of performing that you wish you had have known when you first started? Is there anything that stands out that would be useful for new kids starting?
It's a big stage. You can move around, like, or even if it isn't, you can move around. Like I did like years without I was just standing and doing nothing at all, and I still do at like my solo shows, but at pretty gigs it gets crazy. I always fuck up my knees, like seriously, I kill my knees. And yeah, just have fun. Like definitely have fun. That's a big thing that I think I learned it like a few years ago. It took a long time to just be comfortable, and yeah.
No long breaks between the songs, kids.
Don't speak.
Yes, because the music and like the flyer and everything does the talking. We know the name of your band if it says somewhere. And you can say that once, but please don't spend like minutes between songs to tell about yourselves, because we don't give a fuck really. Just play the songs.
That's great advice. That is so true.
And the merch stand is always where the merch stand is. So
yes, and the social medias exist, and we know that, but you don't have to tell what's your username for Instagram. Thank you.
Can, but who cares?
That's brilliant. And look, you know, it is fair. People want to hear the songs.
Yeah,
it is so true.
I mean, for me, live is about the experience. Like,
yeah,
of course, I love the songs, but I want to like see some action between the songs and inside the songs and all of that. So that's what Pretty has been about, really.
We don't want to come down from the energy and just say, it's so lovely to see you.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
I hope we're like entertaining you so much.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
Disgusting.
Mm.
But it's true. So there you go, kids. Listen. Okay. Speaking of performing, what is your favorite song to perform live?
We can start.
Who? I think it has to be, as of right now, with the current songs. I'm not spoiling anything. So for me, it's probably Slug.
Ah,
Yeah, because it has like so much like rage, and the song, like when you shift the tempos and like stuff just happens, so you'll have like never ending like breakdowns, as they say.
mhm.
And you just like every single part, the first chord is something that you would want to like smash your foot like through the floor or something. So it really gets into me every time.
That's one of my top threes as well. Yeah, Slug. The energy is absolutely crazy. And I'd say Crawl. I hate to sing it because the chorus is like really hard for me, but I love to perform it. Yeah. And In Blue, it's been fun. Yeah, I like that as well. Just to take it down a notch in a way, like
Mm.
calm down a bit.
Mellow it. Yeah. What is your most memorable show so far? Good or bad?
Hmm. Oh yes, it was so bad.
I liked it. It was
Uh,
chaos.
it was chaos. He broke like what three guitar strings after like 2 songs.
All the biggest ones.
Yeah,
And I play rhythm guitar.
yeah. We didn't quit though. I lost the hearing from my other ear. Like it was like for some reason the guitar stacks were like here
Mhm.
on this side, and the drums were like here. Like there was nothing in the back, and
Mhm.
something happened, and I couldn't hear from my left ear for the whole end of the gig. Yeah, and I sounded awful. Yeah, and it was a fucking shit place to play, anyways.
But it was so good.
It was nice. There was a reporter who hated us afterwards. Absolutely fucking no, didn't like us. But who cares? And I think the first Tavastia show, which
Mm.
I think no, the second one. The second one, I had a fever, but it was so good. I loved it. Almost fainted.
I've actually heard, I can't remember who it was. I was interviewing them recently, and they said that they had a fever and they actually performed better because of the fever.
I was gorgeous. I was so
That's,
good. Yeah,
I wonder why that is.
yeah. I have no idea why. Yeah.
Fascinating. And like, as far as gigging is concerned, um, do you have tips and tricks for kids to help them on the money saving side of it? Because we know touring is expensive. We did mention this earlier. Gigging, touring, the whole lot is expensive. And also, right, say they've got their songs ready, that their lineup ready, they're ready to go. What should be the first things that they should do in order to start getting shows?
Just call people.
I thought you were asking me about saving money, which is like the not my thing.
We're not about that at all. Just expect to make nothing,
Mm-hmm.
or expect to make like 20 euros or 20 pounds and some free beer. for the first shows. But when you want to get shows, just like you call people who like just search the bars around you that have live music and play anywhere. Doesn't matter if it's like the pieces place in the world. Just go out and play. Doesn't have to be fancy. Just like get experience. There's a lot of like bands or artists who like they put out music before they've ever even played live, and I never kind of understood that. And yeah, I think it's important.
Yeah, there's a lot to actually learn from performing. So it is vital, and it's just the experience too. And then I'm always curious as well, when you're performing shows, is there anything that audiences' reactions teach you about your songs, that may surprise you, again in a good or a bad way?
I don't see them.
Yeah, I don't really like see much difference between songs. Like, as we've always talked about, it's like, of course, we write songs with Pretty, but it's mostly like the main point of the band is like the sound and the energy and the feeling. Like, of course, we love our songs and like people love them as well, and that's like the point, of course, because we living in a streaming age. So, but yeah, I think like the audience reaction live doesn't really come because of the songs, but like the whole thing that's happening. It's like a 45-minute song, really. Like from start to finish, it just never ends. And like, you don't have to clap. You can just scream if you want.
I don't see the audience because I'm moving around so much. So I couldn't tell you.
I think I'd prefer that, not being able to see them.
Yeah.
Scare me.
Also, our lights are really dark. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. We hate the light.
I don't know. Well, how do you see the set list? You probably can't, can you?
Just I don't know how these people do, but yeah, not one song starts with singing, so I'm okay. I just said,
fair.
Yeah.
You just go with it. Brilliant. What do you guys think are the strongest qualities of a band that's needed nowadays in order to make a name for yourselves?
It's a tough one. I do think you need attitude. I'd say originality with a bit of nostalgia. Like there kind of has to be nowadays. Nostalgia is huge at the moment. Like it hits some people, but you have to kind of be original about it, and you gotta look good as a whole. I mean, like the style. Of course, it does make a difference. You don't have to be like a band that where everybody wears fucking ties like My Chemical Romance, but just like you have to kind of look like a unit in a way. Just look good.
Yeah.
Go shopping.
Fully agree. No, that's right. I mean, a style as well. It's what the brand will become, the brand, and it's what people will relate to as well. So that's great advice. And actually, we're going to play another song now. And this time we're going to play Roll. Once again, another killer tune. I'm curious as well. When it comes to the studio, like I love talking to bands about this. There are some that have like rituals that they do when they're going to the studio. There was a drummer who he had to have a certain stool that he would bring with him. If he didn't have that stool, then he wouldn't record. Kurt Cobain himself was famous for improvising lyrics at the time to get it as raw as sounding as possible. Do you guys have anything like that for recording? Or is it just easy plain sailing for you?
I don't think I have anything. I need to have my rings.
Mm.
That's all I need.
Your rings?
Yeah.
Nice. All right, cool. Oh my god, my son's he's rings and he has to have them. Oh my god, that's so cool.
Yeah, I've been wearing rings since I was like 14, so they kind of never leave my hands.
Mm.
But I do wash my hands. Just saying.
I don't really have anything. I was just thinking about if the others have.
Beer.
Beer, yeah, cigarettes.
Oh, cigarettes. That's what.
Oh,
yeah,
that's for
that's
you,
mine.
yeah, of
That's
course.
mine. Yeah. Cigarettes, definitely. Huge fan.
There's always something. No, that's cool. I mean, look, actually, I was noticing as well that your production sounds great. The sound of the songs when you're listening to them, everything sounds really good. And what I'd love to know is there tips or tricks to achieve a good recorded sound without a budget, without a high budget, especially for these new bands? Because a good sound does still matter as far as I'm concerned, even when I'm listening to bands, I need to hear the songs and listen to the demos and stuff. But have you learned anything? Is there any tips that you can give?
I think what's been going on with Pretty is like, because we have 4 guitar players and everybody wants to do like their part to like the recorded song, it almost comes together like without pushing even. We just have to play the song a couple times and it just goes in, and then like 2-3 overdubs and then like vocals after that. So like the main thing that came to my mind is like when you have like these 4-piece bands with 1 guitar player or something, you don't have to sound the way you sound live, or you don't have to record the way that you play live, because if you record 1 guitar track, for example, it's just oftentimes leaves it super dry, and you can do overdubs. It's not like a rock and roll thing to do when you just have 1 guitar track and yeah, we're like fucking Motorhead because we have like these great sounds, but the great sounds come from great equipment, and you can just like, the best thing about music other than live shows is really just to fuck around in the studio and like record some takes and just play with them. It's the best.
Yeah, cool. Well, we're coming to the end of this. A few more wee questions left. What's next for Pretty? Do I smell an album?
Might be. Might be.
I mean, I think we can say it.
Yeah.
We're not the most mysterious band in the world.
No. Well, in a way we are, because we don't fucking post anything. But yeah, we're in the middle of making our first album.
Awesome.
Yeah. Actually, exactly in the middle. We have the first half recorded.
Yeah.
Yeah.
50%.
Yeah. And just I can't tell a date yet, but
Why?
yeah, but it's coming. It's coming.
Yeah. I mean, we do have the best material we've ever wrote. It's like, it's been messing with our heads also, really, because we've been listening to the demos as they are, like through the mixing process and all that.
And they're fucking great.
Yeah, it's just so amazing to see that the band really evolves, and this will be our debut album, and to think that we're gonna start up this strong is like, not to brag, but you know the deal.
No, that's cool and that's exciting. And the fans are going to be really excited to hear that as well. And the last song that we're going to be playing us out is Carnal. I actually really love the drums in that one. And what I'd like to ask. Oh, there you go. Yay.
No, you didn't play them, but you did create them.
Oh, there you go. Brilliant. Like really, really catchy. And like what I'd love to know is what do you hope the fans take from the band as a whole now and also 20 to 50 years from now?
I just want the music to live on and
Yeah.
come to see our shows. Need money. No, not just that, but we love playing live and we love to give people like a night of energy, and we love the energy we get back. So I just hope it does last for the next 20 years, and I hope my knees don't break.
Bring back like proper live shows. And as you said, we need the money, but we want to play.
We need the money so we can play somewhere else than in Helsinki.
We need the money.
Give us money.
Or a job.
Don't give us jobs.
That's fucking corny.
No
need job for music.
Oh, well, look, thank you so much, guys. It's been awesome. It's such a laugh. And the amount of value that you've given as well. Like, that's so cool. But look, we're going to play out now with Carnal. Here it is.